So I'm going to be showing you a little bit of what Mr. Ski Mask has been up to this week. In addition to what he's been doing the last few weeks. Recently, the bullying, harassment, and doxing of one of his top mods, Fortune Cookie, okay? And it didn't stop there. As a matter of fact, I believe he's even kicked out Julie. I think it was going to come down to those people, right? After he's done bullying all the people that don't pay, right? It comes down to the mods, and then it starts with the extortion, right? Hey, who's going to pay the most to be now? If you notice, he's got this thing now called My Wives, the Three Wives Club. This dude is falling apart. And with that, like I said, the dominoes are falling, right? Bink, 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 bink. Police showed up on Monday or Tuesday. Bink, okay? Money is now drying up, so we don't get to buy our drugs. Bink, okay? Now we start going into withdrawals, and now our thinking's getting crazy, and we're making threats on the internet when we're not supposed to. Bink. Next thing you know, bink, 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 bang. So this is the DMs that I received here. If y'all can see that, all right? It's in kind of, you should be looking at it left to right, so that's kind of the order I got it in. Now, let me tell you something, okay? This is a good example of kind of how these systems are failing us through these social platforms. Ski Mask has already been banned from Instagram multiple amounts of times. He's even using a different username, and at this point, I figure they already go by like your email address or an IP address, something like that. Individual, this scumbag has already blown through several of his, accounts. So he's been banned. He's done this to plenty of people. This is how he gets directly to people through these Instagrams, these DMs, okay? I'm going to ride the bus one way to your dad's lawyer office and give him a special hello before I start the next level. It says BOT, you, Emilio, but your dad is going, oh, I don't even know what he's trying to say. But your dad is going to the next stage. You and wait here and think of your actions and how they cause that play with fire you get burned. Fat B word LOL. You like the pics and info I have. Report all you want, fat boy. I'll be seeing, I don't know whose name that was soon. Take care, Emilio. And then he puts a few pictures of me. I don't know why he's got that one covered with the thing. I don't know who that is. I don't know if he just messed up and slipped another one of his doxes in there by accident. But then at the bottom it says, LOL, I'm going to kill you when I see you. Emilio. There as a form of an Instagram message, okay? Pretty serious there, right? He says he's going to come visit my house. Oh, what you don't see there is he supposedly has a picture of what he thinks is where my residence is at, okay? And all you can do, right, is just press the little button that says report. That's it. And just hope that something's going to happen. Now, I will tell you this. If you receive a message like this and you feel your life is in threat, do not, I'm taking this the way I'm taking this. But if you get a message like this and you feel at any time your life is being threatened, you immediately call the police. This is an individual that already has a restraining order against him for doing the same thing to another individual, okay? Not too smart. And this is an individual that's already got many law enforcement agencies literally watching his chat, watching his videos, okay? He's already broken probation because he didn't show up. He hasn't shown up to his court administration hearing. I mean, this dude's in serious trouble. Anyways, this dude is not too smart. Okay? Now, the next video I'm going to jump to is going to be pretty much Mr. Ski Mask's reaction this morning.
Show up, I guess. Blame y'all for not watching if you can't chat. So it's understood when I turn the chat off, there'll be less viewers. That's fine. There's going to be the same amount of money coming in, so that's all that really matters. I can't believe it's 134 people and nobody has extra dollar. Not a single person in here. What's wrong? Everybody else can just go live and ask their audience for money with no problems. This fucking loser, man. How much you make last night? You had like 700 plus. You said you cashed out 500. This dude made $1,200 telling his stream he's quitting. They all need motherfuckers use me. I don't get nothing from none of them. Like, there's 167 bored motherfuckers. Nope. You sit right here and make y'all watch me and give me a big ego. Don't give a fuck, bitch. What are you watching? Huh? I'm saying fucking top 60 pussies. Fucking money there, bitch. Now I don't give a fuck about the money. Huh? Now I want to know where you live so I can fucking headbutt you in the middle of your fucking face. The top part of my headbutt in your head. Give the same amount of money whether or not they talk to me or whether or not they even have a fucking chat on. You know what I mean? There's a lot of viewers and I'll be able to talk. A bunch of losers. All it takes is $1. I turn the shit on. What I say, $20. All it takes is $20. I turn the shit on. Otherwise, I'll sit here. I pay myself $20 not to have haters in the chat. Got one friend came on. What's up with this?
But like even Ski Mask said, I don't know if you heard him earlier, he said he don't even care about the viewers anymore because he knows all it was down to was just his mods. Those were the only people paying him money. That's how it works, okay? You want a wrench, you pay for the wrench, okay? When you stop paying, that's when the shit talking comes in, the harassment, the doxing. Right now, he's super upset because even his like last few little, ride or dies, the wives as he calls them, they're not even sending him any money. And I told you why, okay? You don't think they could scram up $1 to send him a Cash App? That's all this guy needs is $1 to literally change him from that to, because they know, okay? It's obvious, bro. They can see exactly how you're spiraling down. You already told your own chat that the police were there. They've seen all the videos exposing you for who you are, what you really do. You acting like you don't do hard substances. There's already 2 videos that show you doing it in the past and just about a couple of weeks ago, okay? They can see the way you look, the way you're acting. This is desperation. Please pay attention to this. This is hard evidence. Let's see. I had this. Okay, yeah, this is kind of by order of date. In 2003, this guy got in some trouble with another fellow here. That's why you see that other name. But you can clearly see Mr. Ski Mask Candy's name there. This is public information again. So this is not considered doxing. There's not, old David pleaded guilty. This is like I told you. Out of all his charges, I think there's just 1 or 2 that aren't literally assault and battery. Okay, this is one of them. So back in 03, he got in trouble with some other dipshit. It looks like the offense was in 03, but they were convicted in 04. But it looks like we have a guilty plea for grand larceny. Go to the other one here. This one was in 04. So this is the other one here that's not an assault. It is an assault, but these were here. So the first 2 pretty much in this guy's fucking record are the ones where he, hasn't hit mom or dad or any of his family members yet, okay? So in 04, not in the same year, I mean, this offense was in 04. The last one, the offense was in 03. So technically a year apart about. He got again convicted of, let's see here, guilty plea of assault with a dangerous weapon. And it looks like it was amended to assault, let's see here, assault and battery. I'll have to just read that on there. Yeah, dispose, it tells you right there. So amended to assault ABDGR. Originally it was assault with a dangerous weapon. Right. Let's see here. This looks like this was in 04 again. This is part of that same conviction. All right. So he got also, oh yeah, here we go. That one I think was the one where he got 4. There we go. That's the 4-banger right here. Excuse me. So we got 1 convicted assault with a dangerous weapon. It got amended to just like the ABDGR, which is I think assault and battery something. He's got, let's see, convicted guilty of malicious injury. we have a guilty. Now remember, these are all felonies. So this is the 4th count, but 5th felony of threatening violent act of peace. Okay, so that guy got convicted of 4 felonies out of that one hearing. Let's move on. This is now in 06. For some of you that are familiar with some of the, listening to his brother and him tell the story, this is when his brother did get in some trouble with him. Okay, this was 06. It looks like, and again, that's why there's 2 names, so don't get them confused. In 06, it looks like we had a guilty plea for a conspiracy. On here. So this is now the 3rd court hearing. Okay, sorry if I'm getting a little confusing here. I think we said now we're on the 5th. So the other one, the first hearing was 1 felony. Second hearing, he got 4 felonies. So we're at a total of 5 felonies. Now we're at the 3rd hearing. This is in 06. This is now just Oklahoma, mind you. Okay. So here it looks like he got something dismissed. He did plead guilty here. So he got attempted robbery dismissed, but he did plead guilty to this conspiracy, which looks like, conspiracy to attempted robbery. He got a little lucky and he just had to plead guilty to the conspiracy charge. Okay. Moving on. So that's what? 6 felonies now? So we have a conviction here in 07 for it got pretty much reduced to misdemeanor assault and battery. This is where all the assault and battery starts here, okay? 07, assault and battery charge. Let's see here, 2022. Okay, so 07 was 1 assault and battery charge. The next case that you see over is the most recent one. That's the one where he got hit with, assaulting his mother and assaulting his brother. And that's where you see he did get, he took a plea deal. So in the plea deal, he did get the assault, which he was very lucky. He got the aggravated assault and battery on his mom dismissed. And in lieu of that, he had to plead guilty to the assault and battery on his brother. Okay, so that was a guilty plea. That's what he's currently was given the probation for, which he didn't show up to, and he was given also another set of fines, which added to the current $4,000+ he owes, which he already was on one payment plan that he hadn't already made his payment to. This kind of put him on a second payment plan, which he never made a payment to. So technically, this guy is facing 2 active warrants that are about to be released for 1, not showing up to probation or checking in, and 2, for not showing up or making a payment to the court cost administration. Remember, he also has the same type of assault and battery charge, which he has an active warrant for in Nevada. He also has a charge out of Iowa. Okay, believe it or not. I'll explain this here. This is out of Wagoneer County. This is still in Oklahoma, okay? Sure. It looks like, based on some of the records that I read, in one of these assault and battery cases, they did subpoena 3 witnesses. Well, they did the same thing in this last case, right? Well, who were the 3 witnesses? Mom, dad, and the brother. In 9/24/2008, it looks like it filed was a aggravated assault and battery charge, and then he had another one in 2009 for domestic abuse, okay? Y'all know what domestic abuse is, right? Domestic assault and battery, that's what he was given to this last time when he hit his mom. So domestic means somebody that lives with you, okay? And obviously, he's never lived by himself. He's always lived with his parents since, 18 till 39, 40 years old now. The guy's literally been a leech piece of shit his whole life. And the worst part of it is not only does he leech off of his poor parents, he likes to hit them, like minor or child abuse fee. And what's very weird or different about this is when you look at all his other court records, he has a lot of the same victim fees because they're assault and battery charges, but you never see that like child abuse fee on any of them except for these ones. And I want to know what happened because you have domestic assault battery and then you have a fee that's going towards like a victim that was like part of, like pretty much you're saying it was a minor victim. So again, I'm not making any allegations, but we're going to find out exactly what happened here shortly. The first one next to defendant, you see that little red button that says OSW? Do you guys know what OSW stands for? Outstanding warrant. So now I think without even the warrants being pretty much given to him in Tulsa County, because we already said he had outstanding warrants in New Jersey, outstanding warrants in Nevada. I was waiting for the outstanding warrants to hit in, Oklahoma for the newest court case. But it already looks like he has 2 outstanding warrants out of Wagoneer County, ladies and gentlemen. Column, you see at the bottom it says child abuse multidisciplinary account. That's the fee I've never seen in any other of his court documents. This does expose this guy for what I think he is. I hope that is the last straw. I hope you guys really understand what type of dangerous, sick individual this guy is. And I've said it before. This guy's doxed children, a lot of children, and he has all these pictures saved on his phone. You know how disgusting that is? This guy's got pictures of nude females, nude men. He has pictures of himself doing nasty acts. That's what he said. I don't know if you guys are aware. This freaking little sicko. This is coming out of his mouth. Apparently, he did a live stream for 3 viewers, mind you, on what is it? OnlyFans they call it. He says he knows 2 of the viewers. The other viewer was unknown. So think about that, right? And I'm thinking he just did a regular live stream session. No, this guy did a little jerk of the chicken session without me getting into detail. You know what I mean? For 3 viewers. Could you imagine being so? That's why we know he's desperate right now for something. Okay, this guy literally performed something like that for 3 random people that he doesn't even know. That's sad, bro. And I feel bad for those 3 people. I hope you covered your eyes, man. And I hope after we expose this, and I not even by then, we're going to be celebrating your party here soon. I can tell you that. This is just the state of Oklahoma charges. Charges showing the open warrants in New Jersey and what he's facing there, and the open warrants in Nevada and what he's being charged for there, or facing charges. Both of those states are the same. They're both assault and battery charges. And in both those states, they were assault and battery charges against a female. Okay? So, like I said, except for 2 charges that we know of, this guy, all the other ones he's had, and remember, we already counted, 7 felonies and 1 misdemeanor, not to include, his Iowa record, not to include the other 3 states, okay, that he hasn't even gone to court yet for. All of those felonies, but 2, are all assault and battery on women. And now one of them in Jersey, that was a female that was pregnant at the time. So think about that. It doesn't matter if she was pregnant or not. Okay, just the fact that she was assaulted is enough. But imagine a pregnant female and to assault them and to threaten death, and it's recorded. So if you think that's an allegation, nope. I'm saying it because there's a video showing exactly what he said. So you can check that out yourself if you don't believe it from my mouth. But yeah, this guy, I wanted y'all to see what you're really, really looking at. And you know what? Keep in mind that this guy's last hearing was this year, okay? I heard him say to his audience some shit of, oh, this was the past. Bro, you've literally either been in jail or been facing charges ever since you were 18 years old till now. Like I said, I just wanted a lot of you to know exactly who we're dealing with when we're speaking, when you hear me say it's scumbag, okay? This is just because he's scamming people now, which is wrong. And he's been scamming people for years, which has been wrong. This guy's been hitting females. He's been breaking crimes. I mean, even those first 2 charges, although they weren't assault batteries, they were still pretty serious, right? What, we had conspiracy to rob somebody, he had a weapon, obviously, so put the 2 together, all right? This guy's literally just been stealing from people probably his whole life. This individual's now doxed individuals where it could cost people's jobs. Those people may have families now, so what happens? They lose their job, they can't support their family, all because some shithead sitting on a fucking couch, mom's couch, laying there desperately begging for weed money. You know how shitty that is? And that's where we're going with all this, okay? Not only is it his fault, it is partially the fault of these platforms that allow these individuals to go on and do these things, okay? And it also is going to be a little bit of the fault of the Leos. And I'm not saying it's theirs. I know these people are very shorthanded right now, okay? After this whole COVID disaster, a lot of agencies became shorthanded. Things changed, okay? I understand resources are stretched. And they don't consider somebody like him a murderer. But the thing is it's no longer somebody that's, hey, maybe they're sending me messages and saying some bad things. This is a person now that's contacting places of work. He's contacting family members of these individuals and making threats. And he's making threats of people's lives. That's where it's serious, okay? Everything else is serious, but that, if you don't think the other stuff's crossing the line, okay, maybe you got, you're a tough person, whatever. When people start making threats of life to yourself and your family members, that's when it's crossed the line. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I can imagine being right down 10 feet away from that room of his, okay? So, and, I'm going to reiterate, too, to those mods that are still left of his, remember who you're supposed to aim on you, because this guy has been nothing but a terrorist to his family, his own child, baby daughter, to his ex-girlfriend, his own mother, okay? This guy is nothing but a domestic terrorist. And if you think he cares one rat's ass about you, only thing he cares about is your donation. Send him a present with your address on there. That's all I got to say, because if you are, oh boy, let me tell you this. Once the donos are totally dried up, he's going to start extorting the last of you mods, okay? Even if you're not donating, you're going to start getting messages saying, hey, I need the money now. I need that money, or I might send these pictures of yours, or I might post these pictures you sent me, okay? You don't think any of those, you see how sick that guy is, to at least have for tomorrow, because maybe he doesn't get any money or donos tomorrow, okay? He's always planning a day in advance. But see, what's happened? He's gone through at least 2 to almost 3 days of no donations. And if he's got a handful, like I told you, he sells air hugs for $1, okay? So, and he even stopped. Remember how often he would be like, oh, thank you for the donation. Oh, thank you for the donation. He's not even doing the donation scam anymore, because I told you this, right? What happens when his viewers thinks he's getting a bunch of donations? They may not donate to him anymore, because they say, hey, what the fuck, bro? You said you got like $100 worth of donations last night. What are you crying about today? All right. And he finally realized that. So now he's not even trying this dono scam. He's just straight begging. He's straight telling you guys, hey, I haven't received anything for the last 3 days. And guess what? That now puts him at least 2 days behind. Okay. I show court records. I show the police record where he fucking kicked the door to his mom and didn't give one rat's ass. We showed his court records from the past. Okay. I mean, Jen, for God's sake, all right, was strong enough to come up and do that panel show where she came up, where she hadn't even talked for months, okay? And rightfully, she wanted to do this to help other victims, okay? And what she did helped a lot of people, because after that show, a lot of victims came out, okay, that were afraid of this piece of shit. And because Jen came out as a female, a woman, and said, I'm not taking this shit, fuck you, ski mask, a lot of victims came out. Oh, what's the party for? Well, we call it a pre-party, okay? Because I don't know exactly when he's going to be going to jail, but I know it's coming soon. So that's why we had a party tonight for it. And boy, did I have a great time. I thank you guys. I had a blast. Bullshit. Y'all know, and I'm not even, you can look it up yourselves and find all the info out there, but if some of y'all don't even know what Ski Mask did to survive in Hollywood, just put 2 and 2 together. Just put 2 and 2 together. I can't go that high. Hold on. Cry me a river. Cry me a river.